Unlocking the secrets of the 1%, why most fail, and how you can succeed. A lone figure walks a desolate road, head down, shoulders slumped. The weight of the world seems to press down on them. Ever felt that way? Like you're giving it your all but going nowhere fast? You see others, seemingly gliding down the highway of success. They make it look so easy, so effortless. And you're left wondering, what do they know that I don't? Hey everyone, I'm Abdul Aziz, and let me tell you something you might not expect. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't isn't some secret formula. It's not luck, it's not privilege. It's not even about being in the right place at the right time. It's about understanding the fundamental principles that drive success, and today, I'm going to share those principles with you. Let's talk about the first principle that separates the 1% from the 99%, the compound effect. This principle, my friends, is pure magic. But it's the kind of magic that unfolds over time, not overnight. It's the slow, steady accumulation of small actions that leads to monumental results. You see, most people are chasing instant gratification. They want everything now, without putting in the necessary effort. They want the quick fix, the overnight success, the lottery win. They believe that one big win will solve all their problems, but real success, lasting success, doesn't work that way. It requires dedication, hard work, and a commitment to the long game. It's about consistency, about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're not seeing the results you crave. It's about trusting the process. Think about it like building a muscle. You need to put in the work regularly to see growth. You don't walk into the gym, lift one weight, and walk out looking like a bodybuilder. It takes time and effort. No, you show up consistently, you push yourself a little bit further each time, and over time, you see incredible results. It's the small, incremental improvements that make the difference. The compound effect is the same way. It's about those small, seemingly insignificant actions you take every single day that add up to extraordinary results over time. It's about the daily habits, the routines, the little things that don't seem to matter in the moment, but make all the difference in the long run. Imagine this. If you improve just 1% each day, by the end of a year, you'll be 37 times better than you were when you started. That's the power of compounding. That's the power of compounding. It's the exponential growth that comes from consistent effort. But here's the catch. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in a day, and they grossly underestimate what they can achieve in a year. They set themselves up for disappointment. They get discouraged when they don't see dramatic results immediately, so they give up. They lose sight of the bigger picture. They abandon their goals, their dreams, because they lack the vision to see the incredible transformation that's possible with consistent effort over time. They miss out on the magic of compounding. The 1%, on the other hand, understand this principle intimately. They know that success is a marathon, not a sprint. They know that success is a marathon, not a sprint. They focus on the long-term vision. They focus on building the right habits, on making small, incremental improvements every single day. They understand the importance of daily discipline. They're not looking for the easy way out, they're looking for the path of sustainable growth. They know that true success is built over time. They understand that the real reward isn't the instant gratification, it's the incredible feeling of accomplishment that comes from looking back and seeing how far they've come. It's the journey that matters. So I ask you, are you willing to embrace the compound effect? Are you ready to commit to the long-term process? Are you willing to commit to those small, consistent actions even when you're not seeing immediate results? Can you trust the process? Because I promise you, if you stay the course, if you trust the process, the results will blow you away. The journey will be worth it and the transformation will be extraordinary. Now let's talk about the second principle that sets the 1% apart, their willingness to embrace discomfort. You see, most people are wired to avoid discomfort. It's human nature. We crave comfort, security, familiarity. It's a natural instinct to seek out what feels safe and known. But the truth is, growth, real, lasting growth, happens outside of your comfort zone. It happens when you're willing to face your fears, to challenge your limits, to push yourself beyond what you think is possible. Think about it. Every time you learn a new skill, every time you step outside of your comfort zone, you experience a level of discomfort. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You probably fell a few times, you might have even scraped your knees. But you got back up, you kept practicing, and eventually, you were riding with confidence and joy. The 1% understand that discomfort is a signal. It's a sign that you're on the right track, that you're growing, that you're pushing yourself to become the best version of yourself. They don't shy away from challenges, they run towards them. They see obstacles as opportunities for growth, for learning, for expanding their capacity to achieve. When I first started this YouTube channel, I was terrified. I was uncomfortable in front of the camera, my videos were rough around the edges, and the thought of putting myself out there for the world to see filled me with dread. But I knew that if I wanted to share my message, if I wanted to make a real impact, I had to push past that discomfort. I had to embrace the fear and do it anyway. And you know what? It wasn't easy. There were times I wanted to quit, times I doubted myself, times I felt like I was in over my head. But I kept going. I kept pushing myself outside of my comfort zone, and slowly but surely, I started to see progress. Today, this channel is approaching 1 million subscribers, 1 million. And it all started with a willingness to embrace discomfort, to face my fears, and to keep showing up even when it was hard. So I challenge you, what discomfort are you avoiding in your life? What fear is holding you back from pursuing your dreams? Identify it, acknowledge it, and then take a step towards it. Remember, growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens when you're willing to embrace the unknown, to challenge your limits, and to push yourself further than you ever thought possible. Now, let's talk about the third and final principle that separates the 1% from the 99% strategic patience. This, my friends, is the secret sauce, the ingredient that ties everything together. The 99% often confuse patience with passivity. They think that if they just wait long enough, success will magically fall into their laps. But the 1% understand that patience is an active process. It's about working diligently towards your goals while trusting that the results will come in due time. Think about a farmer planting a seed. They don't expect to see a plant sprout the next day, do they? No, they nurture the soil, they water the seed, they provide it with sunlight, and they patiently wait for it to grow. Strategic patience is about understanding that meaningful success takes time. It's about putting in the work, day after day, without getting discouraged when you don't see immediate results. Look at any successful person you admire. Jeff Bezos, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk. None of them achieved overnight success. They all spent years, even decades, honing their craft, building their businesses, facing setbacks, and persevering through challenges. They understood that success is a journey, not a destination. They were willing to put in the time, to embrace the process, and to trust that their efforts would eventually pay off. Strategic patience is not about sitting on the sidelines, waiting for your lucky break. It's about taking consistent action, learning from your mistakes, and adapting your approach as needed. It's about celebrating the small victories along the way, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. So, how do you cultivate strategic patience? It starts with setting clear, compelling goals that excite you. Goals that you're willing to work for even when the going gets tough. Then, break those goals down into smaller, more manageable milestones. This will help you stay motivated and track your progress along the way. Remember, success is not a straight line. There will be setbacks, there will be challenges, there will be times when you want to give up, but it's during those times that strategic patience becomes even more crucial. It's about digging deep, reminding yourself why you started in the first place, and finding the strength to keep going. Because I promise you, if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to be patient, if you're willing to trust the process, success will find you. And when it does, you'll realize that the journey was just as important as the destination. So, are you ready to unlock your full potential? Are you ready to join the ranks of the 1%? Remember, it's not about some secret formula or some stroke of luck. It's about mastering these 3 principles: the compound effect, embracing discomfort, and strategic patience. Start by tracking your daily habits. Those small wins, those seemingly insignificant actions, they add up over time. Remember the compound effect. Then, challenge yourself to step outside of your comfort zone every single day. Embrace the discomfort because that's where growth happens. And finally, cultivate strategic patience. Set those big, audacious goals, but break them down into smaller milestones and celebrate your progress along the way. The difference between the 99% and the 1% isn't talent. It's not opportunity, it's not even intelligence. It's about having a plan, having the discipline to stick to it, and having the unwavering belief in yourself that you can achieve anything you set your mind to.